guys, this is the Healer from Badlands. Excuse me, my microphone tipped over there. We're looking at this riff from sort of a forgotten Badlands record. It was released after Ray Gillen passed away, and so it wasn't distributed widely. I think Badlands was on Atlantic Records for their first album, and then Voodoo Highway, and so their album got everywhere. This one was I think a collection of demos and stuff. It's very raw, but it has some great riffs on it. And so, in case you don't know, Badlands is the group that was formed by Jakey Lee after he left Ozzy, and formed with the late great Ray Gillen on vocals. And all three of these records are killer. The first two are classics for sure, and this one has some great stuff on it. So the reason why we're doing this riff is because I have a subscriber named Aaron who emailed me and asked if I would be so kind as to teach this riff, because there's no tab anywhere online for any of the songs from this album. So, and probably not any video footage either. So yeah, just using the old ears here to figure this out for you guys. It's a killer riff, and if we have time, I might even show you a couple extra riffs from this album. So we're in E-flat tuning for this. So I'm tuned down a half step. Here's my low E string. Whole guitar down a half step. And in the description box below, you can get my free sweep picking guide. So make sure and check that out. It's my free gift to you. So let's get started on this. It's in the key of E. And let me play the first half of it slow. So that's actually the full riff. It repeats and has a different ending at the end. Okay, so for you theory nerds, this one is based around E Dorian. That note right there is your C sharp, your 6th degree of the scale, so it's definitely got that Dorian vibe. So what I'm doing is open E string, hammer on 5 to 7 on the A, then low E again, and then I'm going low E again, and then 4, 5 on the A, slide up to 9, and land on 7 on the A. Okay, and then the second part. So you're gonna go same idea, open E, hammer on 5 to 7, open E again, 5th fret on the A string, low E, and then you're gonna slide all the way up to 11 on the A string and bend that up a half step. Again. There's a couple extra low E's in there. So let's put that together with the first part. Okay, next section. So this time we're just going 4, 5, 7. It starts the same way. Low E and then 5, 7 on the A. E and then 5 on the A. A couple low E's in there. 4, 5, 7. And then we have this descending portion of the riffs. And that's just low E twice. 7, 5 on the A. Low E twice. 5, 4 on the A. Low E twice, and then you're going to play a big fat D power chord twice. But I'm playing the A string in there too, so you get a big fat sound. That's the first half of the riff. The second half is exactly the same, but it ends like it has a different ending. So we'll get to that in a second. All right, let me play through the first half of the riff at normal tempo, and then we'll get to the second part. Okay, then we're going to start over. Exactly the same, and even this part. But this time, instead of hitting that D chord, we're going to hit an E power chord and cut it off. Then we're going to come in with this chord. So it's a D chord, but voiced this way. So it's got the open E string in it too, which is really cool how that rings out. So you kind of want to let this ring together. If I play it from the top string, it's open E, and then 3rd fret on the B string, 2nd fret G, 4th fret on the D, 5th fret on the A string. So that comes out like this. And then it resolves to an E chord, and then you're into the verse. All right, so just a badass riff. Of course, Jakey Lee is so fantastic at these. I'll play it one more time for you. All right, cool. A couple other riffs on this album I really like. Walking Attitude. Something like that at the end. I didn't figure that lick out, but the main riff on this is really simple but super cool. Just play an open E, hammer onto 3 on the low E string, hit 5 on the A, then go back to the open E, hammer onto 3, slide up to 7. That's the first part. And then he's doing the little. Second part is. So same thing, except we're not adding the vibrato, and you're going right to the low E string. And this time he's doing little variations. If you listen to the song, you'll hear different little rhythmic patterns that he varies. That's it for that riff. Super cool, right? And then the other one is called Fat Cat, I believe. And the reason I like this is mainly, it's not really a riff, it's a chord. It goes, something like that. And I just really like that sound. You could tell Jake was definitely influenced by 70s hard rock, Grand Funk Railroad, Free, bands like that sort of had that funk rock style. So all this is, it's the top part of it. I'm playing the 14th fret on the G, and then the 15th fret on the B and the high E, and then I'm coming back to the 12th fret on the G string. Like that. And there's a bunch of stuff going on with the pick hand. That's just the 12th fret there. I'm also hammering on. So if you hold this down at the 15th fret with your pinky on the B and the high E, and then hammer on the 12th to the 14th fret, like that. And then add other notes from the E minor pentatonic scale. So we're in E minor here. This chord is, I think, since it's got the A in there, I think you would call this like an E minor 11. You can throw in that low E string there. Anyway, that's basically how that goes. I would encourage you just try to mess around with that and see how rhythmically interesting you can make that. Really cool stuff. All right, so that's it. 3 riffs for the price of one. Mainly the healer one. Hope you dug that, Aaron. Thanks for the request. And I'll see you guys next time. Rock on.